I'm Talia. I'm an occupational therapy student here at the American Stroke Foundation, and today I will be talking to you about sleep hygiene. So, sleep hygiene is basically just healthy habits that you can be doing every night to ensure that you're getting a good night's rest. So, a quick overview of what I'll be presenting on. I'll be going over the importance of sleep, sleep recommendations, signs of poor quality sleep, sleep after stroke, and sleep hygiene tips. So, the importance of sleep. When you sleep, your brain is working as a drainage system and removing toxins that build up during the day. So, I think a lot of people think that when you're sleeping, your brain is resting, but actually, your brain is working very hard and preparing to take on the cognitive tasks of the next day, such as learning, memory, and impacting creativity. That's why when you don't get a good night's rest, you may notice that you're having brain fog, such as difficulties with memory or learning. Quality sleep improves brain performance, health, mood, and mental well-being. Poorer quality sleep can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, obesity, and dementia. So, going over some sleep recommendations. Typically, 7 to 9 hours is recommended for adults. However, it can vary based on personal factors such as age or genetics. You really want to focus less on the number and focus more on how you feel when you wake up and if you feel refreshed. So, after a stroke, you may sleep more than you did prior to um, when you had your stroke, and that is totally fine. You may be feeling more fatigued, and that's okay if you need more rest. You really just want to listen to your body, kind of identify what makes you feel the most refreshed and what amount makes you feel the most refreshed when you wake up. So, going over the signs of poor quality sleep, the first one we have here is difficulty falling asleep, feeling fatigued or sleepy during the day, mood changes, cognitive changes, waking up gasping or choking, and then some potential causes for these symptoms could be poor sleep hygiene, stress or anxiety, chronic health conditions, sleep apnea, which we'll talk about in the next slide, or an undiagnosed sleep disorder. So, having sleep problems after stroke is pretty common. It affects approximately up to 50% of stroke survivors, with the most common sleep disorder being insomnia, which can impact 35 to 42% of stroke survivors. Numbers are higher immediately after stroke, however, many may experience insomnia for years after their stroke. And insomnia is difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. The next one we have here is sleep disordered breathing. So that's just abnormal breathing patterns while you're sleeping. The most common type is sleep apnea, which is where a person stops breathing periodically while they're asleep. And they can stop breathing for up to 10 seconds, and usually they wake up choking or gasping for air. Another sign could be loud snoring. And then the last one on the list is periodic limb movement disorder, which is where limbs or legs or other limbs jerk or twitch on their own, which, as you can imagine, is not conducive to sleeping, is pretty disruptive. So that can be another sleep issue after stroke. Going over some sleep hygiene tips. So, like I said at the beginning of the presentation, just healthy habits you can do every night to make sure that you're getting good night's rest. So the first one is to set a sleep schedule. So having a fixed wake-up time is really good for maintaining a healthy circadian rhythm. And a circadian rhythm is the body's internal clock that regulates the sleep-wake cycle. It's basically like the internal timer inside you that when the sun comes up, it tells you, okay, it's time to wake up now, it's time to get started on the day. And when the sun goes down, your circadian rhythm tells your body, okay, now it's time to wind down, it's time to sleep. So after stroke, some survivors may have disturbances in their circadian rhythm, which basically means that when the sun goes down and it gets dark, their body isn't feeling sleepy and their body isn't signaling to themselves that it's time to sleep. So, a good way to combat that is to have a fixed wake up time so you can just get your body's internal clock back on schedule. And then prioritizing sleep. So, oftentimes I think sleep can be pushed to the back burner, which isn't really the best because sleep is so important. So I think making sleep a priority and um, just really recognizing the importance and how much it can impact day to day functioning, um, making sure that you're always prioritizing getting a good night's rest. And then making gradual adjustments. So if you want to change your fixed wake up time, say you usually wake up at 10 and you want to now start waking up at 8, it's recommended to make gradual adjustments. So maybe waking up 30 minutes earlier every week because it just helps your body adapt better. It helps your body's internal clock adapt better. It's really not recommended to kind of um, make such a big change in one day. And then limiting naps. So naps should be typically 20 to 90 minutes. And then it's recommended to take them before 3 p.m. just so it doesn't interfere with your sleep schedule as much. And then follow a nighttime routine. So having a consistent routine is really good. I know I try to do the same things in the same order every night because it just kind of signals to my body, okay, it's time to wind down now, it's time to go to sleep. I think scheduling 30 minutes to wind down is a really great way to kind of get your body um, in a calmer phase. Just doing things like low-key activities like reading or journaling or writing is a really good thing to do before you get in bed. And then dimming your lights and putting away your electronic devices. So this increases melatonin production. Melatonin is a hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. So basically, when it's dark, you produce more melatonin, which helps you feel sleepy. So you really want to make sure that your screens are put away before you go to sleep, because if you have your screens out, that impacts your melatonin production because it's basically like a light. So it's not really signaling to your body that it's time to go to sleep. It's signaling your body that it's still time to be awake. And then cultivating healthy daily habits. So what you do during the day can impact how you sleep at night. So engaging in physical activity. I know when I exercise during the day, I always sleep a little better at night. I just feel a little more tired, and it kind of helps me feel a little more fatigued and go to sleep easier. In addition to physical activity just being a good thing to do every day. Having no caffeine in the afternoon or evening because caffeine is a stimulant. So obviously you do not want to be having a stimulant before you go to sleep. You want to feel calm. And then no nighttime snacking. So when you snack, your digestive system is activated and you really don't want any of your systems in the body to be working. You want them to be at rest. So you want your gastrointestinal system to be kind of at rest. It just helps put your body in the mood. And then being exposed to sunlight during the day can help with sleep-wake cycles like I was talking about before. And then optimizing your bedroom. So having a comfortable mattress and pillow, making sure that your pillow isn't elevating your neck too much because you want your neck muscles to be at rest. So making sure your whole body is aligned properly. You could even have pillows supporting your affected side. Knee pillows are really good because it helps keep your pelvis and spine in alignment. And then blocking out light with heavy curtains or eye masks can be really good options just to help with the melatonin production, like I was talking about earlier. Trying earplugs or a white noise machine or fan, or even trying calming scents such as lavender. The goal is really to associate your bed as a peaceful place to sleep, so don't force it. If you can't sleep after 20 to 30 minutes, go to another room and engage in low-key activities until you feel tired. So you want your bed to be associated as a calm place, like I was saying. So if you're feeling anxious or you're having racing thoughts or you're restless, you really kind of want to take that energy into another room until you feel tired and then come back to your bed when you feel tired. So you continue to associate your bed as a place that is calm, is peaceful, not a place that is kind of associated with anxiety or racing thoughts or restlessness. So, mindfulness and relaxation techniques. These can be great techniques to kind of help if you're having anxiety or restless thoughts or racing thoughts or restlessness while you sleep. So, it's really important to try to avoid looking at the clock as that can kind of make you more anxious. Reframe your thinking to something more positive. So, just telling yourself it's okay if you don't get 8 hours, you'll be okay. Everything will be fine. I think just making the situation and your thoughts a little more positive and less negative can be helpful. And then breathing techniques such as box breathing or 4-7-8 breathing, which is breathing in for 4 seconds, holding it for 7 seconds, and then exhaling for 8 seconds. And then visualization. So, any calming guided imagery that helps you feel a little more calm or just peaceful is good. And then progressive muscle relaxation. So this is basically just going through all your muscle muscles in your body and kind of tensing them and then releasing. So you can start with your shoulders, just tense your shoulders and then release, and then move to your arms and then to your hands, and you basically go throughout your whole body until your whole body is relaxed. So my final note I just wanted to leave with you is to talk to your doctors if you're having sleep troubles or you think you may have a sleep disorder. They'll be the ones who will know how to support you the best if you kind of were looking for other treatment options outside of these sleep hygiene tips. They're the ones who can help with your specific situation the best. So definitely talk to them if you're having um, any sleep troubles or you think you may have a sleep disorder. Thank you for listening.